Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Here on May 10th, 2020. Indeed, a wonderful, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. As has been our custom over the past few weeks, we've been holding a community partners call on Friday afternoons. As I mentioned before, it includes representatives from the city, from the county, from Parks and Rec, from the Newberg School District, from our healthcare providers, Providence Newberg and Virginia Garcia, from major employers, representatives of the FACE community, and other nonprofits. This week we were joined by Commissioner Mary Sterrett, which is very timely in that the county is currently about to submit its plan for the reopening of Yamhill County. This is main area of focus of the Health and Human Services Department, and they are actively working to get the plan ready for the commissioner's approval on Tuesday. The plan is expected to be submitted to the governor's office on Wednesday. The plan needs to show hospital capacity, testing ability, contact tracing ability, and to show that the county will be able to test roughly 320 individuals per week. And this is the county and all of the facilities in the county that are able to test. According to Commissioner Sterrett, the guidelines, the county has met or exceeded all of the governor's guidelines. So fingers crossed that report and that plan will be quickly approved by the governor's office, and we can move into further phased opening of various business sectors. One other note regarding the county, a lot of you have asked about the possible reopening of Rogers Landing. Right now, plans are being reviewed to do so. The challenge to this point has been that the county is no longer using their inmate work crews, so that has made maintenance a bit of a challenge, but as I said, they are working on that to try to get Rogers Landing reopened. On city news, the city passed the budget last week, so thank you very much to the 14-member budget committee. Thank you to the elected officials and those appointed to the committee. This was a challenging time, particularly with the projected decreases in revenue, but thank you very much to City Manager Dan Weinheimer and to Finance Director Matt Zook and the Finance Department for putting together this budget in, like we said, very challenging time. One other item regarding the city, there is now a community calendar posted on the city's website. Physically Distant, Socially Connected is its title. So if you know of an event or want to know about an event, please check the city's website. In some other good news, ADEC and the Austin Family Foundation have begun to distribute grants to area nonprofits. If you know of a nonprofit that might want to apply, please have them check the austinfamilyfoundation.com, and the means to apply is there. And again, thank you for the generosity of ADEC and the Austin Family Foundation. The Newberg Downtown Coalition and Chehalis Parks and Recreation launched the Wednesday Market this past Wednesday to great reviews, actually. More than 400 individual shoppers wound their way through in a socially distant manner. And I think it was well received both by the shoppers and by the vendors. A number of vendors actually sold out, which is great news. The next one will be this coming Wednesday, 4 to 8 p.m. at the corner of 2nd Street and College. So if you haven't been, or if you went last week, come again. And it's a great way to support local business and farmers. At the last session of the market, they actually handed out masks to patrons who wanted one, and those were provided by the library's mask force, and they gave away nearly 100 masks, so very good. Other CPRD news, the driving range at the golf course is now open, and carts are allowed, although they will only be single occupancy in the near future. Northwest Christian Church, we were able to visit with them a couple of times over the last week, and we're happy to hear about their program with World Vision for the distribution of food. Again, a fantastic project and a fantastic kudos to Pastor David Case. Their sanctuary has been turned over to a place to store and package food, so good stuff. And then many businesses in town, as you undoubtedly have heard, have been trying to assist others as best they can. And here's just a couple of samples. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but Recipe and Raptor Ridge are providing meals to Providence Newberg. Ewing Young Distillery is making hand sanitizer. ADEC, as I mentioned before, is making face shields. And DCI recently completed 100,000 masks that have been distributed throughout the county. And so that is a tremendous lift. And thank you so much to the good folks at DCI. And we also heard that they are bringing back some of their furloughed employees. So that indeed is good news. On Friday, you may have heard the National Guard flyover of Providence Newberg. So many thanks to the National Guard for showing all of our appreciation for the frontline workers. In addition, that day, Friday morning, you may have heard a bunch of honking and sirens and the like and applause. And that was the teacher staff appreciation parade from Chehalem Valley Middle School that were showing their appreciation for the students. So good work to the teachers and staff at CV, and good work to the teachers and staff throughout the district. So thank you. And then finally, the reading list. As I mentioned last week, I'm currently in the process of reading Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude. It's a great read, originally written in 1967. Mr. Garcia Marquez actually won the Nobel Prize of Literature in 1982. So check it out. It's a good read. And then finally, to all of you mothers, and particularly mothers who are not able to be with their loved ones due to isolation, due to social distancing, we wish you all the very, very best. And times will get brighter. And do take care. And we'll talk again soon.